Oh, hello, I didn't see you standing here. I hate you already based on your pants.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
You're under arrest.
Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the Gunsmith.
That's Wesley the Gunsmith. He owns a gun store.
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Ooh. Here's what I've got. Are we just fucking bartering right now? I am not interested in doing this at present.
You've got quite a
time.
selection here.
No, he doesn't.
No wonder people come from all around.
He had
Today,
a lollipop
customer paid
in
me
there.
to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Why? You are a black market man, aren't you? I do not trust you. We should arrest him. Thomas.
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again.
Was it the fact I was talking about her
How could
death?
one do such a terrible thing? I'm still in shock.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
You could at least take me out to dinner first.
Yes, please. This is vital for our investigation.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. If it's gonna help you any.
Show us that sexy back. Okay, don't.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that,
Did it tell you anything?
it told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
Sick pose, dude.
You ought to see that tattoo, Zach. A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center.
I don't know when he got that done, but we've all been through the 80s.
Woohoo! Pointless. George, your thoughts.
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
I've spoken to literally everyone in the building, but thank you for your input. Now let's go talk to Emily. Wait. Oh, someone left perfectly good coffee behind. It's mine now.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
I think I'm good. I've been, like, everywhere now. No? Am I not done? I've missed an individual somewhere? One of these clones, perhaps? You? No relation to the case, I'd figure. Yeah, we've only talked to everyone else, but this guy has got a stock model, so he can't be important. Oh, hello. Hiding off in the corner. You're under arrest.
Good evening, Agent.
Okay, Joker. Brian the Insomniac.
Good evening, Mr.
Brian, the Gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon.
Now she's even
too soon to
beautiful.
go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Well, I would look through her window at night,
Anna.
if that's what you mean.
Her smile. So warm. Anna. Blonde hair. so bright.
Yep, we need to arrest this man right now. Don't let him escape, York. Come on.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach.
No.
I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Why? For what possible reason could we have?
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
But what about the other 20 people in the audience? Well, George sent out the psychic signal, so now everyone can leave. It does say back in the hole. Oh my god, do I hate you. Be careful, the sun is about 3 meters from the earth right now outside. Was that strictly necessary to show us that? Whatever. You know. So what time is it gonna be when we come out? Is it gonna be like 3 in the morning? Yes, I would like to save, as it would happen. I very much appreciate the offer.
Well then,
Vidgums.
Agent York, do you have any
Vidgums.
plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact
Oh look, I've
HQ and give a
spontaneously
progress
grown a
report,
beard.
too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good?
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right, then. Let's do that.
Peek.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner. That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal.
I'm standing
No
right
visit to
here.
Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can
Why
always
the
go
fuck
back to the
not?
hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Let's eat with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We communicated psychically, I suppose. Ah, look at all these robots. Why are we not sitting together?
I've been sheriff here for a long time now. And this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
George, several of those
Our
things were
town
wrong.
is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the
More
regular
flies
stuff.
are gathering.
A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York,
Gradually
what kind of cases
going
have you
through a
dealt with in the past?
hoboification process.
Not much different from those you've just mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period.
That's a lot of killing.
He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up
They
and
did what
used them as
now?
utensils in his daily life, to eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it.
They're
He'd
also
fill
shocked,
skulls
but that's
with ice, cola,
pretty
and rum.
straightforward. I've heard
Down
way
in one
worse.
gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual.
So yeah, it's pretty much the same as your
The
shoplifting
question of
case.
his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
It was not that bad, you fucking
For
babs.
me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing, but
York, what are you doing with your hands right now?
But those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
No.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims.
What the
That
fuck?
was a nasty one.
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk about something else.
Yo.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the
That's
good
a
part, too.
fucking lot.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers.
That was a fucking lot. Did you get him?
I give up. I can't compete with you.
Really?
Don't say that, Emily. The cases
know,
you've solved are all full-fledged
Peeing in
crimes.
skulls, shoplifting.
Crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small.
Except, you know...
Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
I get what you're going for, but at the same time, you're wrong.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course.
The camera hanged
But
on
still,
George for slightly too long.
I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
That's because you're a sane human being. Good job.
Neither.
Good job.
I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Doing that creepy laugh thing. You know.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Okay. Good talk, team. I'm glad we had this moment. Okay. Where does this want me to go to? Is it back to the hotel? I assume as much. Let me just check real quick. I'll scroll all the way back up. Return to the hotel. Okay. Let's boogie. We gotta find a vehicle first. Here.
Okay, Zach. I've been thinking about what movie I'd like to watch next. And finally, I've made a decision.
It's always hard to narrow it down just to one movie, but I've put a lot of thought into this, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. 1975. Directed by Steven Spielberg himself. The grandfather of panic movies. Set in a small town in Massachusetts. That movie made me stay away from the beach for years. I was always afraid that a hand might come floating up. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah? It's Jaws. The underwater camera work accompanied by that John Williams music. I'd never been that scared by a movie before. But the best thing about it is that it isn't just another panic movie. The mayor who won't close the beach even when there are so many
upset he
victims.
keeps saying panic movie.
Chief Brody putting the citizens' lives above all else. The film gave a lot of time to the dispute and friction between them. It certainly had a lot of messages for a 2-hour film. That's probably another
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Let's continue our chat later.
a fucking typewriter? A fucking typewriter? I mean, I guess our laptop probably got busted, but still. More flies gather. Heaven forbid we shower before doing this. Ah, yes. It was a dark and stormy
Okay,
night.
Zach. Let's go back over our progress.
First, the victim, Anna's death.
Indeed.
She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death.
No shit.
The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
It was a red thing, I think a petal. Oh, a seed. A seed. It was indeed a red candy, this one particular.
That's right. We found the same red seed in her mouth. According to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining.
We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime.
No, we didn't.
A total
Don't
of
lie.
4 things.
We found the murderer, but, you
Knee
know...
prints in the grass. A wood chip with metal dust. A photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Yeah, the full fucking raincoat, and some fetish restraints were also there. Heel crazy.
That's right. A broken stiletto heel.
Debug pose raincoat.
Aligning
like
this
in
with
the
the other
picture.
evidence suggests that 2 people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us. Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna
No,
and the
crazy.
stiletto heel.
The murderer was at the scene
There's
of
also
the
a
crime.
possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto Heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal.
Because who the fuck gives a shit about science, right? That'd be crazy. It's all gut
Have
feelings.
I forgotten anything? Ah, of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
Yeah.
What do you think she was holding on to?
You know. A wig. I feel like that's
right.
giving it away a
A
little
round
bit.
object.
Like, this is a
The
specific
marks on her
round
hand
object.
suggest a piece mark. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These 2 could well be related.
No, that'd be
But
crazy.
we don't know for sure. Next, the townfolk. A few are worthy of special attention. Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister. Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry. Both will be tough to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking, one of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food.
Take off the fucking dress
Enjoying
shirt
food
and
is
pants.
cultural, and
Come
yet
on.
it's also a bit uncivilized. It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during investigations. Oh, and on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything. But it did make me feel strange. Nostalgic and
He
sad
looks like
almost.
a fucking marionette.
It's starting to rain. I think this case may take a while.